Welcome back, I'm Ginger Ninja. This is my survival world, and if you watched episode 10, you would have seen me beat on about this street, and I love this thing. Every time I have logged on so far, I've walked down this street just looking at it. I love it, it's great. And I know I said in the last episode that these buildings don't need windows, and I still stand by that. I don't think they do. Like, looking at it and just walking past, they look great. But I am going to put windows and stuff in and finish detailing. So that's not today's episode though, but that is something I will do for sure, definitely. We talked about obviously turning these buildings into useful shops. So a villager of a certain type will be in here, and that's how we would trade with them. This would be the shop. And then another building would be another villager with another trade. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to make use of our buildings as much as we can. Another great suggestion was this small one, which I said that maybe I wouldn't use. Some buildings might be too small, but this one we could maybe turn into a bookshop. So that was a really good suggestion. So might look at that at some point to have our librarian in there. Let's pop over this way. Our coach house here, I've turned into my base of operations away from my house. I don't have to keep running all the way over there. So I've moved the map into here, so I can come have a look and update and see what we're doing. And there we are, there's our village, and there's our dry dock shipyard area. And you'll notice I've laid down a load of blue wool in preparation. After this, I built this street after last episode. I've been so excited to get back on, I can't wait to get back on, and I just want to get designing, get laying out and planning. So that's what I've been doing. I've sort of been trying to figure out what it is that I like and what I want to do. So let's talk about what I've figured so far. I've laid down these blue circles, and they're going to be sort of where streets meet, so junction areas. And the size of the circles sort of determined to me how important or how busy that area will be. So we've got quite a big decent circle area in here, mainly because we've got the shipyard here. So my assumption would be that obviously materials and things would be coming in. This would be quite a busy area. So that's why. But these circles are not what the final area will look like. It's just to give me a guide. So I've put it right up against here to show you how a street would come off of said circle. So it's not a definitive outline, it's a guide. I've pushed this hill back just because it was always sort of around here, I think it was. So we've pushed that back. We might even chop it down a bit, but I'm not too worried about changing landscape. I mean, I did that with the farm. I was quite happy. I'm quite confident with that, I think. So that's going to be good to do. So let's follow this main road around this way. Try to keep it as sort of simple as possible. No big like angle changes or anything like that. Again, these are just a idea. These won't be set in stone, so I could always bring it around a bit more. It might snake a little bit more. We'll play it by ear as we build these areas up. Again, it's just an idea. This one, pretty big circle, so I'm thinking sort of almost a market area. Definitely a big focal point, so we might have some really big buildings. And I don't want to show you what's behind me just yet, what I've planned, but this is sort of the main road out. So again, we might have other streets and stuff coming off of that. Well, we definitely will, otherwise it would just be a random long road. And I'm trying to figure out sort of the gate area. So what I'm thinking is, let's get some wool so I can show you. So we would have a gate of sorts. You stood right where I'm trying to put that. Almost like that. So we'd have a big gate building and a bridge coming out this way onto this island that we've got over here. And then this will be sort of a fortified gate area. So we'll have some guard posts and creepers. Goodbye. Thank you. Ooh, gunpowder. Keep the gunpowder. Need that from the arrows. So yeah, we'd have like a fortified gate area. So this would be quite a big, like, military island of sorts. And then we'll have another bridge going off connecting to the main island. But that will be eggs. Collect the stuff. Once we're done with the island, the village, then we will build the rest of the bridge out and we will move on to our next venture. But that is not today or anytime soon. So let's head back this way. I can't jump up, so let's fly. Let's give you a bird's eye. So there's our bridge, there's our road, there's our main junction, and then this pillar over here. I'm not going to keep the lake. I don't really like the lake that's here. I mean, to be fair, it's only like 1 block deep anyway. Some of it's nearly 2, so it's not really a useful lake. So we're going to get rid of it. So I don't just want to level it off. We're going to do some elevation changes. And yeah, I'm thinking something up to like that level, and this snaking path here, road, will actually elevate up to there. So it will snake all down to there. That's what I'm thinking. And then we'll have our new land built up there. For the highbrows, I think you call them. And then same thing on this side. So just there, again, not all the way to the same height. So there'll be another elevation change. We'll have some other buildings and things like that. And I want to show you actually under the coach house what I was thinking. Because I've got a set of stairs right in front of here. And I think that will look really cool. As you come around, you see a set of stairs leading up. I think that will look really cool. And then we can have like the wall for this area, basically almost like that, maybe 1 over, like that. Let's say there. Where's me clippers gone? There. Me shears. Get rid of this out of the way. So we can have a wall. Again, it doesn't have to be straight. It can come out sort of as so. And then we've got a sort of little back area to these houses. And these are all things that we can do stuff with. I don't want to leave any unturned block, basically. And we've got these awesome, like, little areas between the houses that we can make stuff with. Even if it's just piling up crates and hay and things like that. But we can definitely make use of all these little areas. And that's what I'm really excited to do. And then this wall level change will probably come up to maybe that stairs area here. So this could be the floor like so. Let's use that as an example. So that's our floor, and then we could have the wall coming up to like there. And yeah, okay, fine, all you see is the back of the houses, but most likely we'll probably have more houses this side. Kind of thing, or maybe this will actually come out to sort of that level there, so like that. A little bit too high. See, I'm really excited. I'm just want to get started. So we'll have like a wall area here, and then new houses dotted right here. So when you're down there, you'll have this big wall, imposing wall, and then another property on top of that. I think it's going to look really good. So that's my thinking for this island. I haven't overthought as to what I'm putting where. I want that to kind of be fluid, and we'll make those decisions episode by episode. Yeah, no, I'm feeling good about it. I'm definitely thinking centrally there's going to be some sort of main building. I'm not thinking palace, but maybe some kind of stronghold or something like that. Yeah, where the governing body of this village would live. So that's what I'm thinking. There's more on islands now, isn't it? This is not going to be a small village anymore when this is done. That's for sure. This could be almost city size. But we've got our farm area as well, so we'll have to have some agricultural areas, things like that. So that's what I'm thinking, guys. That's where my head is with this. Straight off the bat, if you like that, then please hit that like button, because I am really buzzed for where we're going with this village, and I'm really excited, and I can't wait to see this develop week by week. And I don't know how long it'll take, but I'm in this for the long haul. I am prepared to do this for as long as it takes. And then once this island's finished, we're not done with this world. We'll move on to the next project. This is going to be an ever-developing world. And we're only touching on one style. We got all that out there. So I'm excited. I'm buzzed. And I need to sleep. So with that being said, I think I'm just going to do a bit more planning, trying to figure out some housing areas. I've got a couple of buildings I need to get rid of, so I'm going to get rid of them, and then I'm going to lay down some red wool to be some properties, and yeah, we'll go from there. Maybe we'll try and build a couple of houses in this episode as well. Oh, we need to figure out a port as well. That's what we need to do. See, I've got all these ideas, guys. I'm so excited for this island. This thing is not going to look the same when we're done. Oh, is that a buried shipwreck? Should we pause here and go and check that out? Let's get our shovel out. Let's dig you out. I don't think I've been here. Well, I might have done actually. It's been so long. Let's dig this out. Let's have a look. Don't worry, guys. I'm not going to do another dry dock. But I mean, we could always leave this here as a weird sounds. Okay. Yeah, I've been here. What did we get? Oh no, didn't take it. Okay, how random. And paper, I'll take that. I'll take the chest. Take the chest. Okay, so we've tackled that shipwreck. And I came over here and I got rid of these houses. So I dealt with that. So we've got ourselves a bit of blocks and stuff like that. So we're stocked up on that, which is awesome. And then at the same time, I decided to try and do a bit of planning. So I built some bits. So I laid down this blue wall of where I wanted the paths and that to go. So it goes all the way that way. And I wanted to try and figure out elevations of stuff. So I've put this path in place. There's an enderman right there. And that leads up to this point. And I raised it up our central area place to this level. And I wanted to create, let me jump over there. And I think I talked about it in my last episode about creating feelings and stuff like that. So I wanted to create the idea that when we walk through here, this will be a big gatehouse. And when it opens up, that tree's in the way, stupid tree, you'll see this street going down and around. So there's going to be some houses on the sides like that. And then hopefully there'll be just enough curve that if you're stood one side, so to the right side, you might just be able to catch it. And you'll be able to see the square there. And I'm thinking this is going to be like a market area, so it should be nice colours and things around and stuff like that. So it should be a good focal point. And that's what I'm hoping for. I might even put like an archway in here between a couple of houses just to sort of break up the sky, and you can come walk through and then you'll be like, wow, stuff like that. So that's what I'm thinking for that. So I need to get a path in for this one going to a height. I don't know whether to continue to this height, which I might do, to be fair. I might continue to that height we got there as a first layer and then go up again. I don't know. I'm playing a lot of this by ear because we've got a lot of land that way. Let's again, yeah, we can have a look. See, we've got a fair amount of land around this way. So this way to be fair as well. So we could always come up a good amount. Yeah. I started building a house there as well. I don't know if I was in the previous clip. So I start getting that in place. And then we've got these two houses to make as well before we get to this junction square area as well. And then I can break away. So yeah, lots of things happening. So I think I'm going to play around with this path for a bit and see if I can get a good curve on that. And then I might, at the same time, try and get the path in going up to that point there. Okay, so lots of things happened. I got rid of a lot of these piers that were here. Sort of started to tidy up our shipyard area. Need to do something with this skeleton farm entrance. I've still got a plan in mind for that, but that's not for today. Yeah, so I've laid out sort of a area that I'm liking. Random block. Oh no, I wanted that for something actually. We'll leave that there. Yeah, so I've kind of mapped out this shipyard area a little bit and got that around there as well. So that needs texturing and stuff like that, but I just wanted to get sort of the floor area figured out, and then I could look at some buildings at some point. Need to deal with these guys, so I've got a idea of where I want to put a villager breeder. So we'll deal with that probably next episode. And in this episode, in this clip, I've had a go at working out this slope. So it's hard to see, because it's all one texture mainly. So I'll walk up slowly a little bit. We do need to change the textures a little bit, but we'll figure that out at some point. And I wanted to try and get a good steep slope into the shipyard area. And I think it looks really good. I think it's a good shape. So once we get some different textures in there, we'll be able to see the slope a lot better. And once we get some buildings going up the sides as well, that's going to be a really cool pathway. I like this. This is good. Things happened here. I tried to plan out. This is going to be our market square. So my idea being, which I said in the last clip, that we'll have like an archway. So I'm thinking about that height for the entering in through the archway. I'm not too sure yet about the height of the building, but it might be a bit similar to the coach houses down there in size. Fell. I've got some red wall down to show buildings, and this orange wall is going to be market stalls. And this orange wall coming off the red wall is market stalls attached to the house. So the front end will be open. So that's what I'm thinking for those. And then we've got a couple of properties like that. So this is a larger house property, and then there'll be a archway walkway in between that. So I just need to extend out this floor. Like I said, this was never going to be a perfect circle. This was just to get us started, so we can move this out this way. And then we've got space to walk around behind here, which is cool. Got the path in for going up a level. Again, just a general gradual slope up. I think that does the magic right there. This is probably going to be more, I reckon, stone brick, a bit more man-made path as opposed to that one, which would probably be just a dugout path, if that makes sense. As we're ascending higher, we'll have nicer walkways and things like that. That's my thinking for that. What do you just want to shoot? Oh, I don't have any arrows. You're lucky. So that's where I'm at with that. So that's 8, and then I think I'm gonna jump over to my bed and have a quick sleep. That was the most pathetic glide ever. And that was caught on camera. Awesome. Of course there is. Okay, well, ignoring that for a minute, I think we'll be fine. This is our map, so I updated it. There's our market square area, and there's our entrance path, and then there is our path leading up, and this is our path leading down to the shipyard. So yeah, like I said, I wanted it to be a nice big main pathway and to give us a lot of space to get like parts and stuff in when you use like logs and things like that. So this needs to be a good wide path as well. And yeah, things are happening. Things are looking good. And I think I'm going to leave it there for this episode. It was a bit of a talky one. It was more planning and figuring out what we wanted to do. But now now we're on the same page of what's happening here. So I want to try and get some of these houses made here and definitely some of these houses here. So over the next couple of weeks, I think we're going to try and focus on the marketplace, and our slope down to the shipyard area. And then we need to work on the shipyard area, and we need to work on the farm area as well. So we've got lots of work to do over the next few episodes. So yeah, buckle in, let's get it done. Guys, if you like what we've done so far and you like what the plans are, please hit that subscribe button. Please hit that subscribe button, and leave a comment below of what you think, how we're doing, and anything you would change, and any suggestions. This is a city town area that we're going to develop together, so if you've got ideas of things to make, things that we should put in, then please put that in the description in the comments below, because I read all the comments and I'll reply back to you. And yeah, until next time, guys. Oh, this thing's looking good. I'm loving it. Until next time, guys. Bye.